Welcome back, everyone. Nice to see you again. In order to keep things fresh on the channel, I thought I'd make a really quick video showing you guys one of the cooler things that I have, and it's actually really near and dear to me. Why? Because I carried it around every single day while I went to school in kindergarten. Now, these metal lunchboxes, as you know, I'm pretty fond of. I went to the Lunchbox Museum about a month and a half ago, and there's a video on my channel you can find. There's also one from a few years back from my first visit. But last time I went, I did not see this lunchbox there, and I promised the viewers that I was going to try to find it, and I never did. So since I own it, I wanted to make a video showing it to you guys. Now, mind you, I carried this thing around in kindergarten while everybody was carrying around Star Wars lunchboxes or Dukes of Hazzard or something else. I was carrying around the Universal Monsters. So my passion for horror and everything horror related started at a very young age. And I thought I'd show you this lunchbox simply because it's got amazing art on it. I love the color, and they got really creative with it. And it was actually pretty spooky to take to kindergarten as a kid. And I remember a lot of the kids were looking at it like, whoa, man, you're pretty nuts. So, it was awesome to carry it around. And one of the few things I still have from my childhood. And I really treasure it. And I always have it put away and stored out, but I'm going to pull it out to show it to you guys today. So I hope you enjoy it. So here's the first side. We have Igor the Bride and Frankenstein himself right there. But look at that art and detail. Mind you, this thing's from 1979. I know it's all rusted up and banged up. I stored it during the 90s in the garage, and it got really messed up, of course. I wasn't thinking anything at the time, but now I really regret that. But you can see the art is awesome on it. One side of the lunchbox has a really cool mummy on it. The Boris Karloff mummy. Closer look at it. But you can see it. The art's just spot on. I'm not even sure what they used to paint these, but it was awesome. And on this side we have Dracula and the Wolfman. That's not a very good likeness of Bela Lugosi, but it's definitely a good likeness of Dracula. So he kind of was the Dracula we remember, but anyway, it's unmistakably Dracula, just not Bela Lugosi's face. Not sure why they couldn't use that back then, because Frankenstein looks just like Karloff, and this guy looks just like Lon Chaney Jr. On the other side, we have the Phantom of the Opera, the Lon Chaney Phantom of the Opera, and the Metaluna Mutant from This Island Earth. Another classic sci-fi movie, so they kind of incorporated him in here as well. He's considered a universal monster, so he's incorporated with all of them. They threw him on this lunchbox, and I'm kind of glad they did. And my personal favorite universal monster right here, the creature from the Black Lagoon. So I'm really happy they gave him the bottom of the lunchbox, because they were going to make him a little bit bigger. And the art's just really cool, everything behind him. Last on the box is the top part with the handle. And we have the Tarantula and the Mole Man there. See if I can get a shot of the art from down here. Yeah, you can see him a little bit better there. Again, the art is just phenomenal. And I remember just loving carrying this thing around every single day. And opening it up during lunch and drinking my milk and eating my sandwich. Very good memories of that. Alright, so last but not least, the inside of the lunchbox. This is where most of the rusting and everything happens, simply because all your condensation and drinks used to go in there. So most of these metal lunchboxes have some degree of rust on the inside, and this one definitely has its fair share. Now, I have not attempted to remove that, and I don't know that I am going to, but maybe a project for someday. Really doesn't bother me too much, kind of goes with the age and the fact that it was mine. So I'm cool with it. But you never know, one day I might want to clean it up. And now, of course, the Thermos, which is in really good shape, in my opinion. You can see all the characters, well, I don't know if all of them, but most of the characters are here on the Thermos. These were very prone to losing their paint, so some of these are difficult to find in good condition. And this one is in really good shape from what I've seen compared to others. Let's give it one more spin. You guys can check it out. Anyway, it's pretty sweet. I have not pulled this thing out in a while, so it's actually nice to see it again. When you pull the cap off the thermos, it becomes your little drinking mug. Now, a lot of these in the later years, I think it was like in the mid-80s, they started putting these flappers that would come up here, and you can just kind of like sip on it. But this one is old, so you would have to take your drink, pour it, and drink it. And that's that. Short, sweet, and to the point. I hope you enjoyed this video. I certainly enjoyed showing it to you. If you did, please give it a like, subscribe to the channel, and I will see you next time.